In today's video, I'm going to be going through my stock portfolio that I've been building in the last few months, how much I currently have in it, what I'm looking to achieve, and just going through all my investments. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've been using the Trading 212 app for, I don't know, probably about September 2020 I got into it, when probably a lot of people started getting into investing, and I've been basically hooked. So I'm going to be going through my portfolio, reviewing my trades, kind of how it's set up. So if we start, we're going to be starting in the CFD option, which you can see I've got 75p in the account. However, if I go into reports and then result, you'll basically see some of the trades, and I've cashed out all of these, as you can see, and I'm up £1,805, as you can see at the bottom. So that is my result, cashed out of positions. I'm up 1,800 for whatever I invested into. This is basically when I first got into it. I loaded up CFD, not knowing 100% what I was doing. Tesla was doing well, I was making a good amount of money. But you can see there's a couple of situations, right? There's a couple of situations. Gamestop, you can see I bought 280 units of Gamestop at an average price $14.10. Sold it at $16. I made 420 quid. Imagine if I waited up until it got to $400. I'd have made about 100. I'd made 100k plus. I would have made 100k plus on that trade. But I sold in December. So live and learn. Made a little bit from Nikola, as you can see. I shorted Nikola when all the trading system was going down. Made a little bit. Made a bit more on GameStop. Made 650 quid there on Neo. A bit more on Neo, as you can see. A bit on Workhorse. But yeah, that is my CFD account. I'm going to go into my main account now, which is the invest account. So this is the one that I've been primarily building in the last few months, and this has been my main focus. So you can see my current portfolio has £12,700 in it, or just shy of £12,700 at the time of this recording. I'm not sure when this is going to go up, so this could have fluctuated by now. I'm trying to record some videos in advance, so bear with me. And my entire portfolio currently, I'm up £1,391, or up 12.34%. And you can kind of see when I started, that's my max, that's my year, that's my 3 months. So you can see I've started to put a lot more in the last 3 months into the account, just try to basically invest with all the money I've saved this year, to be honest. But mainly got involved about 4 or 5 months ago here. That's kind of when I started to get invested. So these is a breakdown now, going through my stuff. So AMD, 540 quid in AMD, up just shy of 7%. Alibaba, 1,500, which is my highest holdings actually, but that's down slightly. Amazon up 1%, 240 quid, and Apple £300, just down. These are just two that I bought pretty recently, so pretty much break even. Citigroup, which is one of the banks, that is up 15%, just a little bit in that. And then this is my now kind of like my higher holding accounts, right? So I've got Corsair, up 25%, GG Corsair. I think they've been absolutely banging it recently. I think their acquisition's been on point. I really rate Elgato as a company as well. I think that was a fantastic acquisition. So 25% up on IPO. I bought in after their IPO. So you can see here I bought in average price of $35, current trading at 46, up a bit today. Probably will drop by the time this goes up. £530 in DraftKings, which is a fantasy football. Big fan of online betting, moving more into the US. So I've been slowly adding more into these kind of gambling and betting accounts, up 21%. EasyJet, which is again one of my biggest holding accounts, I'm down 3%, 1,200 quid. This should go up as the vaccine starts to roll out. I'm pretty confident of this one. It was down 20% at some point, so it's been up pretty massively, but as the vaccine starts to roll out in the UK, us Brits love our holidays, so I'd expect that to rise. Fastly, I've got 450 quid, up 18%. I'm a fan of Fastly, I've been adding to this a little bit more. Flutter Entertainment up 9%, £220. I will keep adding onto this as well because they own PokerStars, and again, as regulations start to open up in the US, PokerStars should be the market leader really in poker. So I will start adding more to that account. Granite shares, I'm down 54%. This is probably not the mistake. I expect this to rise. This is like Royce, but you know, if the stock goes down 1%, I lose 3%. If it goes up 1%, I'm up 3%. Again, this should start to go up as vaccines start to roll out and we get to airlines, but I'm down 53%. That's the biggest loss. NatWest, again, just shy of 20% up, £860 in NatWest. Again, a bank that I bought when all this shit happened. The all banks went down like 30-40%. I've added to this. They're still down like 25% of what they were this time last year. So I expect that to go up again. Neo, again, up 77%, £862 in Neo, the electric EV car. Nvidia, 876, I've got up 5%. Ocado, just a little bit in that, up 12%. And then just a couple of bits and bobs here. You can see here Rolls-Royce, I'm also down again, 17% in Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is my biggest loss maker so far, but again, that should go up as airlines start, as long as they don't go bust. That again should go up. Ryanair slightly up. And then the other ones, Shopify up 25%. I've got a decent amount in Shopify. Tesla, £1,100 in up 75%, so a big gainer, and then a bit in Workhorse, but that's also at 50%. So then a breakdown of then what that portfolio looks like. Alibaba being my biggest holding. I'm trying to have none of my holdings above basically 15%. So I'm staying under that bandwidth so far. So Alibaba 12%, EasyJet 10%, Tesla 9%, Nvidia 7%, and then all the way at the bottom, Waste Management, Granite Shares, Ocado, Citigroup. So far, like I've got a mixture of stuff. I'm quite involved in the tech space, with Nvidia and AMD and Corsair. I've got quite a bit in airlines as the vaccines hopefully will start to roll out. That's definitely a more risky one. So we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel now. So hopefully I've got an okay amount of banks when all this kind of hit and all the stocks went down from banks. I've got a bit in that, and again slowly adding now to the more of the online gambling side as regulations open up in the US. And then finally, in my ISA account, which I'm trying to build right now as well, this is a new one. This was originally my around account. So when everything was like YOLO and YOLO in the GameStop, I made this account as a bit of a joke, and then realised and started doing more research, I need to build this account up. So I've got 2,200 quid in it. I'm down £40. But as you'll see right now, that doesn't do it justice, right? So I have already cashed out of some of this. So if I just go on my history, so you can see here, I'm actually up £307. So already cashed out positions, I'm actually up £307. And on my investor account, I'm up £40. So total, I've cashed out £2,200 up technically. That isn't being traded. So from the CFD and this one. So this is my current account. I've effectively got most of this in ETFs and innovation funds. I'm not going to walk you through all of this because it's a very diverse amount, and there are a lot of small amounts as well. So you can see though, the majority of them are green. You'll see the big red outlier, Granite Shares, again from Rolls-Royce. Too much in that, but the majority of the other ones have pretty significant growth of like 18%, 6%, 13%, 11, 15%, 17%. And this is basically the ARK Innovation Fund. So I put money into the ARK Innovation Fund literally a week and a half ago, and the majority of that, those increases from a week and a half ago. So fair play to ARK, 21%, 18%, and this is in a very short amount of time. So I'm sure we'll have some pullback in the near future. And then I've also got an okay amount in just a S&P 500 ETF as well that is up 4% since I've invested into that. So if I then again click my allocation here, you'll see it's a very diverse kind of pie, but this is kind of more of a safety net, I guess. So I'm investing kind of like following this is more of an ETF pie, an ETF account really, whilst my other one is like what I'm doing more research on. So 23% in the Vanguard, 12% in Granite, 12% in Apple, and then it's just a breakdown of pretty much the rest of the ARK Innovation Fund. So far in my account, I've got 2,200 and then plus the 12,700. So I've got 14,900 in my stock account. I'm trying to build this up. My goal that I've wrote on my whiteboard is to get this to 30k by the end of the year. But that was February's update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, rating, comment, do all that fun stuff, and I'm going to be back with some more videos. I'm posting a lot more regularly, as you might have seen, and I'm going to be uploading Marches about mid-March. So appreciate you watching. See ya.